So guys, the video I made a few weeks ago, Who I Am, it was about my character, of course, named Axel the Android. And, ever since the video, I thought I should talk about him a little in a video, so for you guys to get to know him. The video, the video for right now doesn't have that much views. Now it has, let me see, it has like 42 views right now. I'm sharing it around to people around social media also to get it to more views because I think it's a masterpiece. I think it is like the best thing I've ever created because I really love that. But anyway, I thought I should talk about Axel, the android. So ever since ever since 2021, I wanted to create an original character, and that was because because ever since 2018, I've been I've been an animator, and because ever since I was in like sixth grade or fifth grade, because I made animations. I mean, like those animations are deleted now, but and I would always make animations off of other media I like Mario, Sonic, or other popular stuff like FNAF or Baldi or anything pop culture or popular or any kind of piece of media that I liked. And I liked a lot of pieces of media because I just made parodies and fan animations. And while I did like that, I also wanted to make my own kind of thing. And like when in 2021, when I looked at other pieces of media that had like parodies but had original characters, I wanted to create my own kind of original character for animations. I wanted to make it better. And I don't know, I just thought making an original character because you can do a lot more with them. And what helped this even more in the 2020s is the rise of indie animation. If you guys were, well, you guys were probably aware, and honest, and yeah, the rise of indie animation. Everyone's creating their own original characters or their own original shows, all posting it on YouTube. It's really good. So, and I'm just like, okay, I'm an animator. I want to make my own indie animation, and I, so yeah. So anyway, um, so let me talk about the creation of the original characters. So how I created, so like the first main character kindish that I created was a character named Aiden. Now, Aiden was now, and he's scrapped now. I might make a new character in the future that use the name Aiden because I really like the name Aiden. But and then I also I just based it off of other characters I liked. And now I think about it, they were all kind of 2-dimensional or 1-dimensional with their personality, so they weren't. That's why I scrapped them. And if you've seen my other videos of me talking about my OCs, I scrapped them because they just seemed kind of bland. But anyway, but now I want to talk about creating Axel, the android, of course. Now, how I created Axel is, well, I not only based him off myself, but also based it off of other characters and other pieces of media I liked, because honestly, that's what you're supposed to do for your first original character. Well, he's not my first original character. He's a character I want to evolve more of, especially because, like I said, the other ones were bland. So in your main character, for your main character, I decided to put like all of that into him. And now I want to talk about like inspirations for this character. So, for inspirations for Axel, um, for inspirations, for inspirations from other pieces of media, the first thing that comes to mind when talking about any of my characters for like inspirations is Sonic the Hedgehog. And it's because Sonic the Hedgehog has a very like cool personality and cool stories, cool franchise, and yeah, another character who's from the same franchise is Shadow the Hedgehog because Shadow is dark and stuff, and he's also an anti-hero, and he carries the guns and a motorcycle, and I also get to more into Shadow stuff later. And also I also used Metal Sonic as an inspiration because Metal Sonic is my favorite Sonic character, and I really like robots, so that's why Axel is a robot or an android. Well, kind of the same thing, but and also another thing. This one is kind of a weird one. This one is Henry Stickmin from the Henry Stickmin franchise. And Henry Stickmin is one of my favorite Flash game series ever. Um, and I really like, and that really got put inspiration for Axel, and I really think that it's really good. So, and another thing that's also kind of a weird one is Sam Puckett from iCarly and Sam and Cat. I really like Sam Puckett. She's really funny, and I like how laid back she is. So I wanted him to be laid back too. So yeah. So another thing, I also want to talk about like music too. Now I'm going to talk about the music video later, but I also want to talk about like music that I think about when I think about Axel. It's of course who I am, who I for what I did in that video. Um, his world from Sonic 06 because Sonic music is just generally good. Good Time by Owl City because that's one of my favorite songs and just puts me in a good in a good mood. So Escape from the City, also from Sonic. Rock Show by Blink 182, because I don't know, that song just sounds so cool. And there's a lot of like Henry Stickmin music from what got used in the Henry Stickmin Flash games, and also a lot of more Sonic music. So I was gonna name them all, but that would be like a lot. But anyway, let's talk about let me talk about his characteristics. Now, since I got inspired by the Sonic series, I wanted him to also be edgy and cocky, where he's cool and stuff. And I also wanted him to be reckless, and doesn't give a crap. And I want him to be like so like I want him to be a rule breaker and not to give a crap, because here's the thing, he's like doing like, because like robots are usually programmed to do things for people, and he's like, screw that, I don't want to do any of that, I want to break rules, I want to do what I want. And I that sounded cool to me. I also made him petty, and that's based off myself. I'm not as petty as I used to be, but like I'm a little bit petty, so if you know what I mean. But like, but yeah, yeah. I also made him like a little bit petty. He's gonna be like, oh hell no. So um, so in his his quirks and his flaws, he doesn't like to eat nasty food, like food that's disgusting. Um, he doesn't know how to read because well, reading is hard. Well, reading's not really hard; it's more boring. So, he likes he he laughs when people get hurt. He's not gonna make people get hurt, but he laughs. But if people do get hurt, he's gonna laugh. That's also kind of based on myself, where I always watch fail videos and I always laugh when people just get hurt because I can't really help myself. But and he's just not really a smart person. Yeah, I just kind of thought of let's just make this character a dumb person. His skills. Um, he can. I based them off of both Mario and Sonic. Now, for running, I didn't make him like that. I'm so where he can run that fast, but he can run kind of fast. He can jump high, just like Mario. He can fit into vents. He can be sneaky. He can get away with a crime. He's able to escape the cops. He's able to drive a motorcycle, and he's able to ride a skateboard, and he's able to steal boyfriends. Yeah, I'm gonna make him a man stealer. For his hobbies, he likes to play video games, sleep, look up hot men on the computer. Oh my god. See, I'm having way too much fun. But anyway, his interest. He likes rock music. It's his favorite genre. I based that off of Sonic, of course, because Sonic has rock music and has really good music. He also wants freedom because even though he's a robot, he wants to have freedom and he wants to be free and he wants to do whatever he wants. He also really likes money. Like if he sees money, he's just gonna friggin' take it. He also really likes hot men, and yeah, that's another thing. This character is gay because, I don't know. I just wanted to make him gay because I don't know. But anyway, what he doesn't like, his dislikes are people messing with his friends. He doesn't like cops or the military because they're always after him. He doesn't like working or doing hard things. He doesn't like buzzkills or people who are always trying to ruin fun things. He doesn't like annoying children. And he also doesn't like greedy corporations. Now, for his archetype, now what I mean by archetype, I mean the type of protagonist that he is, and the reason why, because like when I was watching videos on how to make your characters better, I looked at archetypes and for so either if he's a hero, anti-hero, villain, or this or that. For his archetype, I made him an anti-hero because while he is a good person and he's a good person, but I like him to be have a little edge to him and not really actually care, and he's not like known as like a hero who naturally saves people. He's more like a protagonist and a hero because he saves himself and his friends. So that's what makes him and that's what makes him an anti-hero. For his age, I don't know. I'm making him like a teenager, but I don't know what age a teenager. I just like a teen, maybe just teenager, maybe like 15 or 16. But species, he's obviously a robot, an android. The reason why I say android, they're not robot, because Axel the android, they both start with A, so I thought that just sounded cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So for the environments, and I heard this is really important for a character. Um, cause for to know what environments and what time they take place in. I just decided to go with modern day and modern times, modern environments like cities and stuff, because I just like modern environments. So yeah. So anyway, for the backs for his story. Now I wanted to do make backstory for this character, and so for backstory, um, I decide. So for this one's a little, not like, so I'm gonna explain it, and I don't know if I'm still gonna keep it's. I don't know if this is still gonna be his backstory. I feel like there's still gonna be something similar to this, but I don't know if this is gonna be exactly his backstory in the future. But Axel comes from an island called Robot Island, and where all of him and all of his other robot friends are being created to serve humans, and he's realizing, and he was basically like a slave there, and one day he stood up for himself and rebelled against all the humans, and then escaped the island and decides to explore the world and escape all the humans and escape just like to do what he wants. So yeah, so I'm gonna expand more on this because like other backstories that I had in mind were like, see, I also get inspired by like other stuff like horror stuff, and one a horror game I really like is Amanda the Adventurer, where like the kids show is secret, there's someone trapped in a kids show or something. And yeah, and I really like Amanda the Adventurer. It's one of my favorite indie games. So, and I one of the what used to be the backstory of Axel is where he was an OC created by someone, and like basically it got haunted by demons or something. But I don't know. I just didn't really like it that much. I mean, I'll probably add. I still kind of like it, so I'll still probably, if I expand more on his current backstory, I will probably add more on it with that and with the concepts, because I do want to add some of the concepts. So yeah. Um. So anyway, I think it's time that I talk about the Who I Am music video. Now, Who I Am, I not just Axel relates to that song, also I relate to that song because it's I feel like it's a really good song. Um so it Who I Am, it just the lyrics of the song, the fact that it's a rock song and the lyrics of the song are just like, it just makes me so like feel so cool and feel so confident. And honestly, and I feel like I wanted to put that all into my character or characters, because I want that to be in more characters too. So, and if you guys are wondering where that song comes from, that's actually an unused song from Shadow's game in 2005. I know a lot of people don't like that game. I think I like Shadow the Hedgehog. I think it's a good game. Um, but yeah, it's an unused song, and I guess it was unused because it sounded a little too edgy. And it kind of is, but who cares? It's really good. In fact, if you saw the behind the scenes of the Who I Am video, yeah, I used a lot of scenes from I got inspired by a lot of scenes from Shadow the Hedgehog. So, because I thought they really looked cool. And that made me want to give Axel a gun and a motorcycle. In fact, that drawing is in the thumbnail of him holding a gun is is a reference is a reference to one of the artwork for Shadow the Hedgehog. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about Axel the Android, and I will do more music videos in the future if you guys really liked that. Hopefully, it can get more views. I'm trying to promote it even more because I think that is the best thing I have ever made. Um, but anyway, that's about it. Bye.